All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode
Episode 4.
4 of
We're a month in now.
50-50. My name is Nigel Carter, and
Dawson Jordan.
my co-host is Dawson Jordan. Um, yeah, how was your weekend? Before I always start the podcast, I always want to ask you how you been.
My
So how
weekend.
you been?
My weekend was there was a lot happening for my weekend. But at the end of
Oh,
the day, I had a little 3-day bender. I'm feeling good now. I
oh
went
my,
Chino. I'm feeling good.
yeah.
How was your weekend?
What did I even do? I didn't think I did anything this weekend, honestly. I just chilled, watched TFC. It was a snooze fest. I actually almost fell
Snooze
asleep.
fest.
I actually almost, Dawson, when I say I almost fell asleep, we will talk about it
Yeah,
when it comes. Other than that, I'm just here. I'm kind of pissed off. I keep missing these Champions League games on the Tuesdays. It's
because I work a lot.
yeah, because of work, right?
But I
But
get off mad early. So it's like
yeah, look,
because I work
yeah.
at a school, so I get off at the same time to start. So I just throw it on and
Oh
I get
wow,
home quick.
lucky bro. Yeah, no, I start early, finish late, pretty much.
Fair.
Yeah, but tomorrow I will be watching both those games, so we'll have some
There you go,
coverage.
bro.
Um, but
You
yeah,
have the
no,
hot
good
though.
weekend. Good weekend though.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Not bad.
Um, April 26th. Are you going to the game still? I have a ticket for you.
Fuck. I forgot.
I have a ticket for you, Bregin.
I'll ask. I'm gonna ask.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's a Saturday. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it is Saturday.
All right. I should be blessed. Okay.
Oof. We can get this in. To be honest, we'll start Champions League. To be honest,
Yeah. I think we
really
should
got.
start off with last week's Champions League before we start with
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week.
yeah. We'll start with the first legs.
Perfect.
So first leg, PSG Villa. We said, oh my god, I'm so happy this happened because we said that it's going to be a close game than people think, and it was 2-1 the PSG Villa game.
Last week? It was
Yes,
3-1.
last week 2-1.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
3-1. They scored at the end. Yeah,
3-1. Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. 3-1,
3-1.
3-1.
3-1. But it was a closer game than people thought. Um, and Barcelona Dortmund, we said was going to be a closer game, and it
That was not a
wasn't.
close game. That was not a close game.
It was a demolition.
That was an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's honestly,
Straight belt to ass.
yeah, it was a demolition.
Mhm.
But let's get into today now, because it wasn't that today. Both teams that we said was going to be close actually won the game today. Both
Yeah.
both not enough to push them forward, but enough to show that they're competitive.
Mhm.
Dortmund won 3-1 with a grassy hat trick. I told you about that. I told you about the Borussia Dortmund at home, bro.
You did.
That
You
yellow
did.
wall is different. So Grassy gets a hat trick and they win 3-1, but they lose 5-3 on aggregate because they got fucking smashed the first game.
Yeah.
But the PSG Villa game today is the one I really, really want to talk about.
Yeah. I
Because,
wish. Oh my god. I
oh
wish I watched it,
my
bro.
God.
Don't cheese me, Dawson. Don't cheese me, man.
Bro. Oh my God. The Marcus Rashford I saw today, that's the Marcus Rashford I saw, like, I don't know, when he first broke through and he was just bagging goals. He was just doing things. Like, I saw a prime Marcus Rashford today. And then
Mhm.
they bring the game, they got scored on early. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, legs done. And then they just get it back. But Marcus Rashford, man, he has done phenomenal. The third goal, the one that makes it like a game that
Yeah.
puts him within one. He's got the ball. He's taking a corner. It didn't work out. It gets back out to him. He beats one man, beats the next man, drives on the goal line, and cuts it back to Konza, who puts it away. Oh my God, man, he was getting saucy. And then right after that, he's gets the ball in the top of the left box, cuts it on his right, and has a hit. Donnarumma makes a great save.
Yeah.
Then he gets a free kick and he whips it in, and it's on Konza's head. No one around him, and he just missed the ball.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, just missed the ball. He was having a masterclass, and then he gets subbed off, and I don't know why.
Rashford or the other guy?
Rashford got subbed off.
Yeah.
If he stays on, do they win? Maybe not. But that last 10 minutes is a lot more like direct and scary for PSG than them taking him off and bringing on Ollie Watkins.
They brought on Ali Watkins. They
Yeah,
took up Rashford and brought on Ali Watkins.
if you want to bring on Ollie Watkins, I don't mind. He's a good footballer.
I swear, yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, but then a game that you're chasing like that, you take off a defender and you go for it.
Yeah, for
You don't
sure.
take off the player
You
who's
go
been the
all
best
in.
on your
You
team
go
today.
all in at that point. All
You know
in.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
it just made no sense to me. What do I have here? John McGinn's goal. Oh my God.
I didn't even see
I
that, bro.
I have
Holy.
a weird love for John McGinn.
John McGinn. We'll put it up. We'll put a picture up.
Yeah, we will. John
Yeah, I
McGinn,
know.
what a footballer. Honestly, the thing he's best at is his center of gravity so low. And it might sound weird, but it's because his bum is so big. I swear to God. I swear, Nigel, you're looking weird. I promise
What
you.
do you mean by that?
I mean that his bum is so big. It's like
Relax.
Eden
Don't say it
Hazard.
like that, bro.
No, but it is. Eden Hazard and Raheem Sterling. It's the same thing.
Lord, we can't be
Their center
caught.
of gravity is so low, and they can just turn. They can just turn on a sixpence. Like
Yeah.
it's a
Okay,
joke.
who are you talking about? Actually, let me see.
John McGinn.
John McGinn. I'm not sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
but it's the same thing with Eden Hazard and Raheem Sterling.
Oh, Raheem Sterling was someone you could talk about.
Yeah, but like it's not like you can't get the ball off of John McGinn
McGinn, eh?
because like he's so good with his body, and again
Yeah.
his bum's so big. Like he's just so good at shielding the ball, and he can turn on a sixpence, and he drives with it. And I have this amazing love for John McGinn as a
He's a
footballer.
little short guy.
Yeah, he's short. But
little short guy.
so
Yeah.
was Sterling, and so was Hazard. They're a bit compressed, you know.
Yeah.
But he's magical to watch as a footballer.
So you're trying to say, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
It's just like that's just a,
Like-
that is, it's just something that like it's just known, but people don't want to talk about it because it sounds weird. But it's true. Like his bum's so big, so he's good at like turning on a sixpence.
You know,
I'll stop saying it now.
Yeah. But to back up your point, people who are more compressed and shorter tend to be more shiftier in soccer. So
Yes.
you are correct.
A lower center of gravity.
Lower center of gravity. Yeah, you are correct.
And me and you are both tall guys, so we would definitely know. We definitely
exactly. Like he can just turn, and he can't get the ball from him, and he's so good. And his goal was phenomenal today. Is all I was getting at, really.
That's good.
And I just wanted to mention that I love him.
You
Not
just mentioned he has a big butt, and now you're trying to mention that you love him,
I love
bro.
him. I love him not because he has a big butt, but it helps with his footballing ability.
Yeah.
Like the other day, somebody asked me, like, who's a random football? Like, who's the most random footballer that you love? Instantly, John McGinn. I
Really?
love him. He's
Really?
so good, man. He's
Random
so good.
footballer. Random footballer.
I don't think he's that random because he's
That's
a
pretty
pretty Villa, and he's just so good.
I would say that is pretty. I would say that's pretty random. That is
Okay.
pretty random.
Okay, thank you.
But you know,
I love him.
yeah.
But yeah, they didn't do enough, unfortunately.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Donovan's made 2 or 3 really big saves. One on Tielemans with a header at the end too. Like he's just done well. They've done enough to get through PSG and Barca on to the next round.
Yeah.
Which brings us on to tomorrow's games. When this goes out, it'll be yesterday's games. So we have Real Madrid and Arsenal and Bayern and Inter.
The games I get to watch.
Do you? We'll just say it blatantly. Do you think Real Madrid can come back?
No.
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 Neither do I.
Yeah. Why do I think they can't come back? I mean, they're
Yeah.
playing at home, and usually it is different. And to be honest, if there's any team out there who can come back, it is Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to realize you're dealing with a very good Arsenal team, an Arsenal team that has really good defense, and that's known for their low block. I'm seeing that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that a lot. Is their defense, and their defense is stacked. On paper, not even on paper. I don't think those guys can do enough. Even score 4 goals in a game to beat Arsenal. I don't think it would be enough.
Do I think it's gonna happen? Honestly, no.
No, I
Do I
don't.
want it to happen? No. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I would love to see. I would love to. And I'm telling you this right now, and I'm not even a Gunners fan.
Mm-hmm.
But Arsenal in the finals, I wouldn't mind seeing it
either.
I
Well,
wouldn't mind seeing it.
who says no? Me.
Of course, you say no for obvious reasons.
Well, I actually don't like. Arsenal's never won a Champions League, so I don't care. And neither is PSG, so I don't really care. One of them's probably gonna get to a final.
Yeah.
But like my best friend's an Arsenal fan, so like although it makes the most sense for me to want Arsenal to win, he's just gonna be annoying, you know.
So you don't even want. So that's the only reason why you don't want Arsenal to win.
No, I want Arsenal to beat Real Madrid. I want that to happen.
All right.
The pricks, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like, I would like to see PSG win more than Arsenal
Okay. Yeah.
because I just love Kavicha.
He's
Like it's on a screen, but right here I have a Kavicha kit, like right there,
so
hung
fun.
up,
He's
and
fun.
it's a Napoli kit from 2 years ago. Like
Yeah.
his first year at Napoli. Like I've been loved this guy, you know.
I always have trouble pronouncing his name, but he has been tough.
Scalia.
Yeah, you see, I can't pronounce that. He's always been so tough, though. He's been
he's
so
gross.
tough. Always been gross. Leave it on Napoli, man. I remember he was trying to leave Napoli from time before he even went to PSG.
But he just got he only got there the summer 3 years ago. Whenever Napoli won the
league. Yeah.
When they won the league, yeah. He was that was his first year.
Okay.
And he got player of the season.
Yeah. It was him, Osimhen, and somebody else. But him and Osimhen were going crazy that fucking season.
Yeah,
That
but
was
like,
mad.
bro, I
Mad.
watched him like he cooked up the Napoli preseason, and from then I was like, oh my god, this is my favorite player, and I love him. I bought a kit before they were even top of the league. I've just loved him. He's just so gross at
He's
football.
he's gross, bro. He's
He's
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to see him win. Like I'd like to see Desiree Doué win. I think Desiree Doué is a baller.
Yeah. It'd be funny to see PSG win when
When Mbappe
Mbappe
leaves,
leaves.
yeah,
Yeah. And Real
yeah.
Madrid lose, I think that'd be
Um,
hilarious.
yeah. So like, and PSG's team is just fun to watch. John Neves is a disgusting baller. Vitinha is one of my favorite midfielders in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see like those guys win. But again, I wouldn't be mad if Arsenal win realistically.
Yeah.
Again, let me focus. ADHD galore. Do I think Real Madrid is going to come back tomorrow? No. Arsenal's defense is again very good. I
Very
think
good.
they've conceded 3 goals in one game in like the past like year and a half or 2 years or whatever it is. Like they don't concede a lot of goals. Is I think Kyrgios still playing like because Gabriel's so injured, so their defense is objectively a bit weaker.
Wait, sorry, who?
Kyrgios, he played
Okay.
last game. He played very well, to be honest with you. So shout out
Yeah.
to him. But I don't really rate him as a footballer, and it's very possible that like their defense is weaker. So if Real Madrid were to come back, they have to score early. They have
Have
to
to
get one
score
early.
early. Have to.
Have to get one early. And
Yeah.
again, I know every waking moment I bring up Liverpool, but if you look at that like 4-0 against Barcelona, where Connor Bradley had the corner taken quickly,
Yeah. Let me see if I can find. Yeah.
um, we scored really early. Jordan Henderson gets through. He gets the shot into Stegen. It bounces out, and Divock Origi puts it away. And that was the only goal we scored in the first half.
Yeah.
But like making it 2 goals compared to 3 in the second half is massive. So they do need to score early. And if Mbappe feels like it, like honestly, it's a possibility.
Yeah, bro. I don't think they can. I don't think they can do this.
I don't think they can. I don't. Again,
Yeah. This
they can,
defense
of
is
course.
stacked. Like it's.
I don't think they will. I really don't think they will.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
the possibility, like Mbappe, is such a difference maker to a point where like it's possible.
For sure. Him,
Mbappe makes it
Vinny,
possible.
and Rodrigo are. I'm like I said, this is the only team in the world that I think if they were to make a comeback, I think they could. I just think, um, like Arsenal's defense is too good. You have
It's very
Julian
good.
Timber, who's
Gabriel's injured, so it is a bit weaker.
wait,
Who's been
what?
their Gabriel? So and he's been their best
Oh
defender all year. He's been their best defender all year. So like
yeah.
he's been better than Saliba this year. So like it is. I don't think it's gonna happen again. I need to repeat that.
Yeah. But do you think?
But Mbappe has the ability. We've seen it. Like the
Yeah.
World Cup, he just in the 80th minute just shows up, and it's just the craziest game of football you've ever watched. Now, like, he has that ability where he can just make things happen. So
Yeah.
if it's going to happen, it's going to be Mbappe, and they have to score early.
Yeah. Okay. Now my thing is, do you think that Arsenal could score in Real Madrid, in Real Madrid in the Bernabeu? You think it can happen or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it happening. I see them scoring at least one goal.
If Arsenal score one, it's over.
It's over. It's done. It's
Yeah.
ready.
I think it is over, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if Arsenal does score one, it's over.
Yeah. You know what? Also, I seen actually. I think I could bring this. This will be a good. People are saying that if Real Madrid do make the comeback, which I don't think they will, but if they do make the comeback, there's debates online that this comeback might be better than the one where Barcelona beat PSG, which is insane. Which is insane.
No,
they should
it's not
stop
better.
saying that.
It wouldn't be better than Liverpool versus Barcelona. It wouldn't be better than Roma versus Barcelona. It wouldn't be better than Barcelona PSG. This is the quarterfinal.
Yeah. No.
And like, again, going into the game, you would say Real Madrid's going to win. Like the first leg, you would say Real Madrid's going to win.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not because like all those teams going into that. Well, maybe not the PSG Barca, but they were down by so much and they conceded goals in that game. So like at point it was like 6-1. So that's crazy. But like Liverpool, Barcelona were always favorites. Messi was
always favorites. Yeah, that during that time they were
that was different, Like that Roma versus Barcelona team the year before that, Roma should have never won. He never even challenged that.
Yeah.
Then the Greek got in Rome, like no. So it wouldn't be that, no, but it would be massive, of course.
Yeah.
The other game is Bayern Inter. Again, also a really good game last game, but it was just overshadowed by Declan Rice and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Inter's up 2-1. I always thought Inter was going to beat Bayern.
I think Inter still beats Bayern.
I think they beat them in the second leg as well. I think
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a 1-1 draw, but then Inter go through. I just see Inter going in. I see you that with the Inter kit.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess we're
So yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen.
yeah.
Um,
Although I am, I don't, I do. Although I do have the Inter Milan shirt. I am, I like AC Milan more. Also have an AC Milan jersey in the back. I fuck with them, but they're trash
I
this
mean, I have
season.
both, but like I'm just a kit collector.
Yeah, yeah, but they're terrible this season. So
I
we're never
like I
gonna
have an
talk about them.
Inter kit right here, but of course it's called
Oh man,
Brazilian R9.
don't show off the drip. Don't
I
show off the drip.
have a Pirlo kit hung up over there from AC Milan. Anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like that's it for Champions League. It's second legs are a little bit more straightforward because you already know
It is. But I want your prediction for PSG. I think PSG Barcelona playing each other now, right?
No.
Or
Barcelona's on the side with Inter.
oh, so they played those guys. Okay.
Yeah, so they did play. So I think they'll play Inter.
All right.
And then Arsenal will play PSG.
PSG. Okay.
That's gonna be crazy.
Arsenal versus PSG is gonna be insane.
Both teams never won a CL, and
oh my
go to a final. I don't even know what to predict for that game because
I don't know.
That's
a hard game. That's a hard game to predict.
I do keep hating on Arsenal, and they keep proving me wrong.
It's a hard game to predict. A hard game to predict, man.
And PSG didn't look great today against Villa.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, give me. Shit, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I can't give you. Next episode will give you a proper prediction.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Next episode, you give you a proper.
We'll know exactly who's in the semifinal then. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Real Madrid could come back.
They could. They could.
So,
if they do come back, if they come
back, Real Madrid won the whole thing.
Yeah, well, for sure. There's no way.
Because no team that teams that win like that usually they just make things happen afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Real Madrid is just known. Yeah, I don't even want to start with those guys. They're just known to keep doing that stuff.
They're freaks.
So, yeah, it's insane.
They're greedy. We've talked about this. Gluttony. Thing.
Oh, man.
No one needs Trent. We have Connor Bradley. So
yeah.
TFC.
Oh man, yeah.
What a fucking snooze fest, lad.
Do you are like oh man, bro, I almost fell asleep watching this game, bro. And like I said at the beginning of this, I actually almost fell asleep watching this.
If you open the notes, the first thing I have written down under Toronto FC versus Minnesota is fucking snooze fest,
bro. It's a
snooze fest. It was boring.
Boring game.
It was. Let's see. There was one big chance each team.
Yeah.
Both teams had under 1 XG.
Yeah.
The possession was like 50-50.
Yeah.
There was no notable things in the game. It was so boring.
There was nothing that I don't even there was no good shots. There's really nothing.
Can't remember anything. If you asked me to what was your favorite part of the game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad for people who watch that shit because I came and paid to watch it in person because I can't.
Yeah, my assistant coach won. I feel bad for bro.
Yeah, like bro. You're just going there for the atmosphere, and that's really it.
You're going there to get some beers, and that's it.
That's it.
That was so boring.
It was bad. It was so bad.
No,
but on the good side, though, on the good note, we are undefeated in 3 games.
It's still 0 wins on the season, though. We win on Saturday, though.
Yeah, Real Salt Lake. Hopefully.
No, we win that game.
But they're nice though. Like there's some players on that team that are like,
no, we win that game.
We on paper we should win every game.
Is that a positive result?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes, I think so as well. I'm happy we got that out of the way this time, though.
It is a positive result.
It's still technically a positive result.
The reason why, actually, you can say yours first, and I'll go next.
I'm the same every week when it comes to these draws. Like they're high in the table, we're low in the table.
Yeah.
A draw is a point. We still don't have a win, so I'd rather draw than a loss at this point.
Yeah. I think that we have now started finding we started finding our groove, started finding what works for us as a team and who's better in certain positions, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we stuck with the same lineup mostly through the past 3 games, the 3 games we drew. Same lineup in Vancouver, same lineup
some things in the back line have changed because of injury and stuff like that. But
yeah, the only change, the significant change was Gomes.
Yes, because of injury. I actually want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
So, again, I love the average positions. I'm gonna bring up right now the average positions of the last game the last game was into Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last game where we had 4 big chances created, and we had moments of dominance and like creating chances and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put moments of like the average position score of this game,
Yeah.
and just look at Patretta for me.
Yeah.
And against Inter Miami, he is basically left wing.
Yeah.
In this game, he's basically left center back
Center back.
because I don't know if it's like because Rosted had to move over to left center back because Gomes is injured. When Gomes is there's that trust. I don't know if that's from the staff or from just Pacheco himself. There's that trust in which he can cover that distance. So when Gomes is there, Pacheco's all the way left wing.
Yeah.
When he's not there, he's tucked in, and like you can't. There's just so much chances created less already.
Yeah,
because
I think
it's attacking.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought up too, and I think that's just smart because you're right. Gomes can make that. He has the capability to like track back and to make those runs and to like close the space faster than any defender we have on a team, right? And yeah, you're right. Pacheco was That's one thing I did notice too. When we were against Inter Miami, we had more opportunities. We had more opportunities.
Yeah, he was so attacking.
Yeah, we had more players forward, right? Which is probably why compared to now, which makes sense because even without him, I could see that our defense is more tight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say.
So he needs to be there, but I think no matter who it is, that's just his role. Like he has to be attacking, and if the defender can't cover that, then like, oh well, man. Like we have to because we're not creating anything.
We're not, man.
And I'm not saying everything comes through his creation, but it's just another person attacking. Another person has to defend another person. Like it's that simple, you know.
Yeah, and you're right, and I think also that, but I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot.
Does happen.
Anyways, but yeah, no. Back to I remember now. Back to what I was saying.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the fact that Pacheco was going up also leaves people to be open because again, it's an extra body up front, right? So someone's gonna have to guard him. So you have more time. You have more opportunities for more runs, better passes, better link ups, better.
And you can even see that with Theo massively.
Yeah, Theo
into Miami game, he was phenomenal.
Amazing.
This game,
This game, it was different. The one thing I do like about Theo, though, is that if we want a player to take players 1v1,
he'll do that
all the time. That's him. There's nobody else.
Again, if Pacheco's not there, then it's a 2v1. You double up. But if Pacheco's there and overlaps, and one of them has to go, and then it's 1v1, and that's where you can create,
Yeah.
So we need that. I also have when Maxime Dominguez came on, I thought he was actually pretty good.
Me too. I agree. I think he was good as well. Yeah.
Again, what we said about Theo, I like it. The 1v1 situation, stuff like that. I want to see Dominguez start though, like just a game, even just a game.
Yeah.
Put Insigne back up wide and just have him play like that 10 role and just see what the creation looks like.
No, I agree.
I want to try it. I'm not the manager. I want to try it, but I would like to see it. Just for longer than like 10 minutes a game. Like I want to see it.
Yeah, and from what I've seen from Dominguez, I think he was on for like maybe 10 minutes max.
Like 10, 15. But like he was creating things.
He was creating things. He was moving in and out of spaces. He was running back, trying to get the ball, and then going forward, which is what we needed at that point. You know what I'm trying to say? That's something Insigne does not do. Insigne does not come back and ask for the ball. He will not come to the defense and ask for the ball.
He won't drop in to receive the ball, but he is like defending a bit more, but like he won't drop in to get the ball because it's not his play style.
No, it's not.
So although he was good in the center of the park against Inter Miami, it was just like a little bit less this game, I felt. That's why he came off. Yeah. Who's your man of the match though?
Bro, honestly, I don't even have one. It was between the midfielders, between Osario and Flores. I think Flores is really good actually.
David Flores is comfy.
Flores is comfy, yeah.
I have some of his stats as well because I'm a loser. David Flores man of the match. He had 11 clearances, 4 interceptions, 3 tackles at 100% rating, 0 times dribble pass, and 22 defensive actions with 10 kilometers covered.
Yeah,
I thought he was phenomenal. Like again, we have found the formation that works with this double pivot, and David Flores is so good at it. Like this is where he thrives,
Yeah.
In that pivot position, and he's perfect at it. So he needs to stay there. Again, I always rave about David Flores. He's my favorite player on TFC. He needs to start week in, week out. I want to see Dominguez in there, and I want to see Insigne on the outside, and then Theo can come in late game and drive it as tired fullback.
Yeah.
Or even if you want to put like, because we don't really have a striker right now because they're both injured. If you want to start Insigne up top and like, I don't know, man.
Make him as a false nine, maybe.
Just start Maxime Dominguez somehow.
Yeah.
If you want to start Theo, do it and play Insigne, do it. Burn that up, do it. Don't care.
We can still keep the same formation. We can still keep the same formation.
Yeah, the formation has to stay. Formation has to stay.
Yeah, I just think that we have to probably take off Theo. I think that's the best. That's
I think so. I think it's the best thing to do.
What we can do.
Although he's good, I think it's like our best option.
Yeah, I agree.
Next week we play Real Salt Lake. I am very positive we won that game.
Yeah,
I'm very positive.
Hopefully, are we away? We're away, right? Away. Yeah. Hopefully.
We're away. But they're lower to the table as well. We have the same amount of losses. The only difference is where we have draws, they have wins.
Yeah.
They have 3 wins and 4 losses, I believe.
I haven't really been watching too much of Real Salt Lake. I should have. I should have my homework. The only thing I know about them,
they've lost 4 and 4. Or 4 and 8.
They're in 4 and 4?
No, they've lost 4 and 8. I don't remember how many.
Oh.
I have the thing actually right here.
Let me see.
They have 1, 2, 3 wins.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 losses.
Oh wow! All right.
So you know what I mean? Like, I believe in us. I think we can get. I think we're in okay form. Last game was a snooze fest, but Inter Miami was a good game, and against Vancouver's not a bad result either. So I think that we can do it.
Yeah, I mean they're not bad. They're not bad.
They're not good,
yeah,
they're not good.
Not good. Yeah,
they're on 20th place, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna predict a
win.
3-0 win.
Wow, 3-0 win.
3-0 win.
I am. I wish I was as I wish I was as confident as you in my team.
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably. I haven't really seen much from these guys, and I think Real Salt Lake are like. They're not, like I said, they're not that good, right? But
he's gonna go for a 4th draw in a row.
But we'll probably end up getting a draw.
Yeah, we probably will.
We probably end up getting a draw
with the confidence.
Maybe like a 1-1. There might be something in there, But I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the win though. Why not?
Fuck, you know what? Not? I love your vibe. At least you're.
Thanks, love. Yeah. Thank you. Honestly, that's it. Because the game was such a snooze fest, it was a bit quicker.
And we would have more to talk about it if the game wasn't just.
If the game just wasn't boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Usually we talk about, like, last week we talked about a tackle, we talked about chances. There was nothing.
There was no tackles. There was no chances. There were no shots. There was no cool passes. The only thing that was good this game was Dominguez and Davey Flores.
Dominguez 10-minute cameo and Davey Flores tackling people.
Yeah. Not even Berna was actually that good. Let's talk about, like, Berna was, like, nowhere to be found, too.
Nothing happened, though. Like, there was nothing going on. The highlight of our game was Davey Flores had 22 defensive actions.
That's insane.
It's crazy, but still, like, boring.
Yeah.
And I'm a center back. I love that, but it was just a boring game.
Boring game.
Just boring. We can move on now, I guess.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
You want to talk about Vancouver?
I think we should talk about Vancouver because they have been killing the league. So take this in. There's 2 teams. There's three Canadian teams at MLS. 2 of them, Montreal and Toronto, were the 2 worst teams in MLS.
Yeah.
In the whole league. Not even we're in the whole league. We're the 2 worst teams in MLS.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then you have Vancouver, who are just fucking. They're just skyrocketing. They're just amazing right now. And I think the reason why they're so good is because they're good all around. They're good everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, players in each position, and they still have players who are injured as well, that are really key factors in. Austin. We'll talk about Austin. Vancouver beat Austin 5-1.
Yeah.
Brian White had 4 goals. Ali Ahmed also had an assist that game. Watching that game, it was just all Vancouver. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just straight Vancouver passing the ball. Their link-up plays is amazing. Their 1-2s are good. The way they get the balls to their wingers. Ali Ahmed is good with those assists. He's been racking up the assists this season. He's a good
footballer,
He's a good footballer. He's been getting good. Once he's on his right foot and he gets that ball in, and once he's on that right foot and he's outside the box a little bit, he always has this thing, it looks like he's going out, but he ends up kicking the ball into the box and ends up finding a player.
He's a good footballer, man.
He's a good footballer.
Technically sound, like he's one for the future. I think it's actually gonna be like pretty successful.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And he's playing consistent too. Like it's not even like he's not. He's playing consistently. I think he's won that spot over Jaden Nelson now.
Yeah, I
Jaden-
mean, I rate Jaden Nelson too, but I don't. He's never been like. I don't think Jaden Nelson was ever gonna be like a Canada superstar, but I think Ali Ahmed could.
I think Jaden Nelson has the potential to be a Canada superstar. I think he still does. Jaden Nelson is fast, like really fast.
He is
like,
fast,
quick as hell.
Yeah,
He good dribbles too.
Mhm.
I mean, but Ali Ahmed's just more.
I just think
smart.
Ali Ahmed's better. I just think he's better.
Yeah, Ali Ahmed's more smarter. He's better defensively.
I think he's just all around better.
All around, bro. Besides that first game Jaden Nelson had, I mean,
What a game though.
yeah,
But yeah, like again, rate Jaden Nelson. Just don't think he's better than Ali Ahmed. So
yeah. But
they played Pumas.
they played Pumas in the CONCACAF Champions League (CCC). We didn't talk about their game before that. I forgot. I forgot who they played in the leg before that. But now they're playing in the semifinal against Inter Miami, Vancouver. And I mean the Pumas was and like Pumas again. It was, to be honest, it was another snooze fest until the bitter end. Until the last maybe 20 minutes of it. Pumas gets a goal, and then Vancouver gets a goal right back, and then Pumas gets another one. But you think it's done. It's like probably 2 minutes left of the game. Right? And the next, Tristan Blackman just ends up a good crossing from, I believe it's Ocampo. It's Tristan Blackman. And, he just fucking just kicks it. That's all he does. He just kicks it. Not even like he just tried to kick it into the net. He no aim, no nothing, just tried kicking it into the net. And it went straight into the net. And then, it was amazing. It was a good goal. They needed it. They end up winning 2-2. They end up winning 2-2. Well, they drew 2-2, right? But they won on aggregate. It was 3-3 on aggregate, and they won on aggregate. So that was also a really good game. But now they end up playing But now they play Inter Miami in the semifinals. They end up playing against Messi.
What do you think is going to happen there?
These are the two best teams in the league. These are the two.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen? Though? Who do you think is going to move on?
I'm gonna say Vancouver.
That's what I love from you.
I'm gonna say Vancouver.
Love that from you.
We've watched both those teams play. We've seen.
My head says Inter Miami.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's gonna say that.
So does my heart, though. So I think they're gonna win.
Okay, but let me tell you why. All right,
Okay.
Inter Miami are a good team. Don't get me wrong. Right, and
yeah, they're pretty decent. All right, I guess they have
a
couple good players I've heard about.
Yeah, they have a couple ex-Barcelona players, even their manager.
Yeah, a few of them.
Yeah. But Vancouver are, I would say, a better rounded team. They have better players all around. They don't have
Messi.
But they don't have Messi. That's the only thing.
And semifinal, I feel like he's just gonna turn up. I just feel like they're just gonna win.
He could, but
probably will.
Man, this is the thing. We've seen, I'm going based off the Toronto FC versus Inter Miami, right? Inter Miami can be exposed.
Yeah, but
they can be exposed, especially by Vancouver.
But Messi also.
Vancouver, again, Messi. But there's Vancouver. We're talking about Vancouver.
Yeah, you're talking about Vancouver, and I'm talking about Lionel Messi.
Man, bro, have some faith. Have some faith in Ali Ahmed. Have some faith in Brian White. I think Brian White has the most goals in the league now.
Why do I care about
after that 4-goal performance?
Why do I care about Vancouver?
Because they're Canadian.
We've talked about this. You care for the other Canadian teams. I care for TFC. I don't want to see these other Canadian teams succeed more than us.
Well, I understand that. I understand that, and I don't think Vancouver. I mean, I hope they don't. But it's a Canadian team regardless, right? So if they do beat Inter Miami, I'm not going to be upset over it. I'm going to be like, oh, you know what?
I'm not upset over either way what happens, to be honest with you. I, personally, couldn't really care less.
So okay. So you're not rooting for nobody. You just don't care.
No, I just don't care. I just think Messi's just better than Vancouver as a place, as a team, as a club, as a unit.
Yeah, Messi is Messi.
Decent footballer, I've heard.
But you know what? I am regardless. I'm still gonna go for the game's April 26th.
Oh, too bad you're at TFC that day last.
Yeah,
too bad.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good game though. Regardless, I have Vancouver winning not both legs, but I have them winning the picture and going to the finals, and hopefully they will be the first Canadian team to win the CCC.
Why would you want that?
Because I care about Canadian soccer.
But why would you want the first Canadian team to not be TFC?
I know. I would love TFC to win it. TFC are the first Canadian team to ever make it to a finals.
But why would you not want TFC to win it?
TFC sucks right now, bro. They're not going anywhere close to it. Vancouver is the only team in Vancouver is the only team that we can support right now.
I don't have to support them.
Okay, fine. The one team I can support. Me and my father can support. We're born-bred Canadian soccer fans.
They're a rival team.
Bro, but even though they're a rival team, I'm still gonna support them because they're a Canadian team. No Canadian team has ever won the CCC.
Yeah, I hear
So why is that not a big thing? I feel like that should be bigger.
No, it's a big thing, yes, but it's not a good thing as a TFC supporter.
It's not a good thing as a TFC supporter.
It's a good thing as a Canadian football lover, yes.
But exactly. That's what I am.
Yeah, but you're also a TFC fan.
I am. But bro, you can't TFC suck.
That's why I think the MLS is so weird because
suck.
What are you supposed to feel?
If it was Montreal, then maybe different.
I don't care for Vancouver.
If it was Montreal, then maybe I would feel away.
I don't want to see Vancouver do well. I don't want to see Montreal do well. I want to see certain people on the teams do well, if that makes sense. Like the certain Canadian footballers that have on the teams, I want to see them do well. I want to see Aliama do well. I want to see Jaden Nelson do well. I want to see Jaquil Marshall-Redd do well. But I don't want their teams to do well. You know?
Yeah.
That's where I don't know. Again, I support Liverpool. Liverpool more than anything. So I don't
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but if you're Canadian and you watch soccer, this should be a game. It should be a game that everybody's watching. Everybody's watching.
Oh, watch. But
and it should be a game that everyone should care about because they're Canadian. 100%.
I'm happy that there's Canadian players that I like that have the possibility to win. But I don't like that it's not TFC.
Yeah. I mean, me too. Me too. But if we're talking about Canadian soccer and just developing Canadian soccer, fuck, so be it.
I guess, yeah.
You know?
I mentioned Liverpool. Might as well talk about them quickly.
Okay.
I feel like every week I have to do a little Liverpool segment anyway, so.
Yeah, you always do a Liverpool segment.
Okay. We are now 2 wins away from winning the Premier League, and I am excited.
That's the only trophy you guys are winning this year.
Again, I don't know how many times I'll talk about this. Who's the biggest team in England? Question for you.
Biggest team in England? Arsenal.
Yep. Okay, I'm actual answer now.
Okay, you guys right now.
No, not. I don't think that's the right answer.
Biggest team in England of all time?
Yeah.
I would say United.
Yeah, it is United. When was the last time they won a Prem?
Yeah. Oh, it's been it's been over a decade. It's been really bad.
When was the last time Arsenal won a Prem?
I believe it's been also over a decade. It's pretty.
When was the last time Chelsea won a Prem?
Was it when did Eden Hazard win a Prem with Chelsea?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Was it recent?
Wasn't recent. Maybe 6 or 7. Yeah.
So only the Premier League, but those other big teams haven't won one in how long? Only the Premier League, but it's the biggest trophy in England. Only the Premier League, but it's the most competitive league in the world, and it's the best league in the world.
Yeah.
See, it's only the Premier League when Liverpool's going to win it. If Chelsea won this league because they were fighting for it, it's not only the Premier League. This is the greatest Premier League ever because, oh my God, they weren't supposed to win. We were supposed to win. Go to the start of the year. Go watch everybody's predictions. Not a single person had Liverpool even in the top 3.
Okay.
It's only the Premier League until we win it. That's the thing I don't like.
Well,
if Arsenal won the Premier League this year, it's not only the Premier League. It's something else. Well,
I think it's different because Liverpool has won it recently, so that's why. That's why.
But it was in COVID. People say, "Oh, it doesn't count. There was no fans."
Nah, it counts. Regardless, still counts.
Even though that's what 5 years ago.
They played a whole season, so I would say that still counts.
Yeah, but we have one Prem in ever. One Premier Leagues in ever.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I think you guys would have more.
We have 19 leagues, but that predates the Premier League. Premier League started in 1992.
Yeah.
It's again people act like it's only the Premier League. It's the hardest. It's one of the hardest trophies to win. It
is. Yeah, it is. It is. But I think it's easier to. This is another hard question, but you know what I'm gonna
It's
say it.
not.
I think it's
People
easier to be
hating on
consistent in a
Liverpool.
league. I think it's easier to be more consistent in a league basis than it is to win like a trophy, to win like a tournament when it
You
really
think?
matters.
Please
It
don't
really
tell me I'm getting
matters.
this wrong. Are you telling me it's easier to win the Premier League than the FA Cup?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you said.
That's not what I'm saying.
Um,
FA Cup because
elaborate then.
FA Cup is not. They don't have the same caliber teams in the Premier League, but
Hey buddy, all the Premier League teams are in it.
yeah, but there's more teams in that. There's not just the Premier League teams. There's more teams in that, right?
Yeah.
Regardless,
So it's
regardless, I'm not saying it's easy to in the FA Cup. Let me explain. All
I'm
right,
sitting back, ready to hear this
all right.
nonsense.
The Premier League,
Uh-huh.
you play the same teams all the time. Play them 2 or 3 times. Play them
Okay.
consistently.
Home and away.
All right, home and away. Play them consistently.
38 games in a season.
Yep. And then whoever does the best and whoever gets the most wins in the league wins the league.
Not true, but
Right. Well, whoever plays the
regardless.
best wins the league. That's
Nope,
how it usually goes.
Whoever wins the most points.
All right. Yeah. Whoever has the most points, smart ass. Okay. All right. But then if you go to a tournament, right, like the FA Cup, the Caribou Cup, which is one? Which one did they just lose? Was it which one did they just
The
lose?
final?
The final, yeah,
Carabao Cup.
the Caribou Cup. All right, like I was saying, those games are truly, I would say, where it matters. I'm not saying I think the Premier League is more important than FA Cup, 100%. But if you're talking about like you and me both played soccer, right? A tournament when the game's like when it's just like it's that's it. Like you either win or go home from that game. I would say it's harder because the scenario and the situations.
It's a one-off game. So it's a one-off game. So yes, you could lose and get knocked out.
Like you can lose in the league.
No,
You can
no,
lose in it. Like you can lose in the Premier League and
it's
still win
my
the Premier League.
turn. It's my turn now.
Oh my god!
It's my turn.
Speak.
A 38 game season that
Yeah.
spans the length of 10 months shows who is the best team in the league.
Yeah.
It's the best. That's how you show who's the best. Because it's consistency over 30. It's through injuries, it's through suspensions, it's through playing the best team in the league, the other best teams in the league, and being consistently beating the bottom teams those are difficult games. You might not be up for it, winning those games. It is a much, much, much more difficult task. The Champions League, sure, may be different because it's single knockout with other teams that are the best in the world. So anyone can win it on any day.
No.
That's how you get that's why Villa have a Champions League and Forest have a Champions League, and Jose Mourinho won with Porto in a Champions League. Like that's why those things happen. But to win a Premier League 38 game season, that's consistency. And that's a standard that has to be held. So for you to say that it's only the Premier League when it's a new manager with a team that didn't win the league last year and now it's only the Premier League is absolutely ridiculous from you. And everybody else in the world that says it's only the Premier League is ridiculous.
It's not just only the Premier League. Let me preference that. Premier League is I think it is. I think it's the best league in the world. I don't think there's and I think most people would agree with that. But if we're just talking about a tournament compared to a league, you can lose a league. You can lose games in a league and still win the league. You can't do that in a tournament.
Yes, the fuck you can.
What in like one leg? If you have two separate legs, you could do that.
Yeah, but you can lose. Yes. Oh. You can lose one game, and you can lose 4 games in a Champions League now. League stage, you could lose bare games and then move on, and then win, and then lose a leg and win the next leg. Lose a leg, win a leg. You could get like 4 or 5 losses in a Champions League campaign and win.
That's now.
Liverpool got 1 loss before and lost the Premier League. 1 loss in the season, and lost the Premier League.
Yeah.
Lost 1 game in the whole Premier League season.
Who they lose that to?
City? City's 100 points. Lost 1 game in the whole season and didn't win the league. So again, that point, no sense.
I don't think like I said, when did City win that?
They win all the time, but I couldn't tell you the exact.
Well, when they won 100, when they got 100 points, was that the treble season or no?
No.
Nah?
No.
What other trophies did they win that season?
Centurions?
What other trophies did the City win that season? Do you remember or no?
The Centurions, I'll let you know.
Because this is my thing, right? Like let's say Liverpool were going to win the Premier League, and then they will also win the Carabao Cup. Then you have then you can say like they are consensus probably the best team in England. Don't get me wrong, but there's still debate. There's still question.
There's no debate.
There's still question. There's still
There's no
question.
debate. There's no debate.
Questionable, right?
No.
Champions League. I don't count Champions League because Champions League is the best teams in the world, right? So
In Europe, technically.
in Europe, but I would consider the world.
17-18. Let's see.
I just think that Liverpool, they're probably are the best team in England. I think it's between them and Arsenal. Be for real.
The first two teams in the Premier League.
But if Arsenal, did they? I don't know.
They won the Carabao Cup the year of the Centurions.
All right. So I would say consensus, they were the best team in England that year. Would you say
They're
that
one
now?
of the best teams of all time.
Would you say that now? Okay, yeah. Would you say that now about Liverpool? Would you say that now about Liverpool? Or are they one of the best
because it's
teams?
not the Centurions. There's only one team ever to get 100 points in the Premier League. And
I'm not talking. Okay, fuck the 100 points. I'm not even talking about 100 points. I'm talking about them just winning the Premier League and them just getting the Carabao Cup. Are you going to say the same thing about Liverpool? You're not. They just won the league.
Get 100 points. If Man City didn't win the Carabao Cup, they're still one of the best Premier League teams of all time. One of the best Premier League teams of all time is Arsenal Invincibles. They lost 0 games. They didn't win a single other thing. But it's still one of the best Premier League teams of all time. What are we talking about?
I get it. 100 points is hard as fuck to get. I understand.
But
you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me. I'm not counting Champions League. But you're trying to tell me that Liverpool. I'm just saying right now, this season, Liverpool are not. They're not like they're probably the best team in England.
They are.
Like, by how much?
In the Premier League, quite a bit. Go check the points tally, lad.
You're up by a little. You're up by a lot. I know you're up by a lot. Don't get me wrong, but you guys lost the Carabao Cup final. I think that's the only trophy you guys are getting this year.
Okay, so if Arsenal don't win the Champions League, then what? They don't win nothing else.
Oh, Arsenal! I didn't put Arsenal in that.
So then who's
Arsenal are still the second best team.
You said it's like this. You said it's like no. You said it's like this.
Yeah.
So if it's like this, and Arsenal don't win anything, then what? Does the gap get bigger?
All right. Okay. Yeah. I guess it bridges the gap. You're right. You have me there.
Does it make the gap bigger if Arsenal don't win?
If Arsenal do not win the Champions League, which they probably won't, the gap is already pretty big. I don't know how much they're winning by in the points, but I think it's a lot. The gap's already pretty big. But fuck, man, I don't know. Like, I think them winning the Carabao Cup just kind of like. I think them winning the Carabao Cup kind of.
Newcastle won the Carabao Cup. Are they now the second best team?
Fuck, but that's where they won it where it counts, right? Liverpool have not done that this season. Liverpool have not done that this season.
Okay. So last year,
that's the only reason why.
So last year, Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. Does that mean that they're close to Man City? Last year?
No, 100%. No. But that's different, though. You know what I'm trying to say?
Why? Because it's Liverpool.
I'm not okay, but here. I'm not going to say Newcastle is close to Liverpool because Newcastle beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. I'm just, if they were going to play, if it was 3 games, I would say Liverpool wins 2 out of the 3. You would agree too?
Yeah.
Oh, they probably but like I said, I just think that it leaves some doubt.
We play a team that hasn't won a trophy in 70 fucking years. Yes, they wanted the fucking Energy Cup more than us. Who gives a fuck?
Like you're not like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Because we didn't
win it where it matters.
Because we didn't win the Carabao Energy fucking Cup. We're not like that.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. You guys also got knocked out of the Champions League to PSG.
In penalties.
Oh, you guys should have lost the first leg.
Oh my god, we're not getting into this again because we literally did this last pod, and I told you that literally shows a good winning team, a team that wins games where they're not supposed to. If you look at every single Premier League champion for the history of life, there's games they're not supposed to win that they do. Example: Liverpool West Ham this weekend, which I was trying to talk about, and we never got there.
Okay, we should get there soon because this is
we shouldn't have won that game. Is all I'm saying. It's 1-1 after fucking stupid Andrew Robertson own goal.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk scores a winner. My captain, my skipper, in the 87th minute. Big header wins the game. Now there's only 2 wins to the Premier League. You guys can all fuck off, is what I'm saying. Fucking Ben. And Van Dijk signing an extension, and Salah signing an extension, and I'm a happy lad, and you guys just fucking ruined it, Ben. Premier League. How about you guys go? Anyways,
You're talking about what was the original topic we were supposed to talk about before
I
we
was
come?
talking about Liverpool beating West Ham and having 2 wins left in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
And Van Dijk's resigning and Salah resigning. And Paddy the Baddy won his fight on the weekend versus Chandler. Fucking killed him first round.
yeah. Nah, what's the first? I saw it was round 3. I didn't watch the fight. I saw it was round 3. He TKO'd him though.
Cooked him.
Yeah, cooked him. I thought I had Chandler winning that fight. I thought Chandler was gonna beat him.
You know, you never heard him when he talks about Scousers don't get knocked out and all that. You never heard that,
Bro. Isn't it like Molly? What's that other girl? Molly is a girl who's a UFC fighter who's also a Scouser who gets her
yes, but she's not even. She should have never even been a professional fighter. I can't lie to you.
Yup.
Like she just should not have. But but her grit got her there because she's Scouse.
Yeah, it's the only reason why she's irrelevant because she's a Scouse. It's literally the only reason why.
Yeah, but Paddy's just tough.
Paddy is tough. He is
next
tough.
champion for him.
He's tough.
Did you hear what he said about Trent?
Yeah, he said he's not a real Scouser. I seen that.
Yeah. Little lizard. That's exactly.
Yeah.
He's 1,000% correct.
Yeah. Good on Paddy for saying that. Good on Paddy for saying that.
The next quarter winner hasn't even re-signed his contract, but we know he's going to. But because he does, kisses the badge because he's real. Van Dijk, Salah, all these guys are more Scouts than Trent's little prick ass.
Man, yeah. I'm sorry.
Anyways, what were we gonna end with? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
CPL.
Oh, CPL League One. Yeah, we gotta talk about the CPL. I have to talk about. I don't think we talked about that enough on the pod.
No, we didn't.
So I think I'm gonna start with York. The only game I watched over the weekend was York versus Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Vancouver. It was York versus Halifax. Sorry.
Halifax won, right?
Halifax won 2-1.
First, no. Am I correct? Whereas Halifax down 1-0?
They were down 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were down 1-0 in the first half, and then it was an amazing goal by Bitar, Gary Bitar, and Nigel Reed. Amazing back heel pass to Bitar, and it's like I think he one-timed it. He was like outside the box, and it just went beautiful, straight bottom left corner. The goalkeeper got a hand to it, but it wasn't good enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And that first half was just all York United. Second half,
I actually like Halifax.
Me too. I like Halifax.
I had a friend that played on Halifax, so I went to a few games, obviously, and liked them because of that. But their home stadium's the only one that I get any atmosphere for. Actually, if you've seen it, it's actually nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. Halifax, I like Halifax too. Actually, I like their team, like who they have. They weren't doing anything until they started making changes. That's what I felt like. It wasn't until I believe Rampersad came on, who was a big change, who should be starting for Halifax. I don't know why.
He's the captain.
Right? Yeah, he's the captain. He's the captain
before when my homie was on the team.
Yeah. And he's still a captain. When he went on the pitch, they gave him the captain armband. So I assume, yeah.
How old is he now?
I don't know. I don't think he's that old. He doesn't look old.
I'll have to check that.
Yeah. But yeah, he was on. I think he kind of changed the game. We'll talk about Halifax's goal. Probo ended up scoring a goal. Do I think it was a good goal? Not really. I think the goalkeeper could have done better. I think he could have got a hand to it at least. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's hard to ask. It was I don't know if you've seen it. It was pretty much a free kick.
Okay.
And there was a whole bunch of commotion in the box, and then the goalkeeper just missed it.
Okay.
If I could explain it, the guy comes in, gets a free kick, and the goalkeeper just comes and misses it. I think the goalkeeper could have done way better. Honestly, you should watch. Way better. So yeah, but Probo played good that game. Besides that goal, it was amazing. It was an amazing game from him. And then after, I believe who scored the second goal. It was shit. I forgot his name. But it was a good goal by him. It was a substitution. And let me figure out. I'll figure it out right now.
I'll find it for you, actually.
Find it for me. Yeah, it was substitution, and it was just you don't even see it. It was a quick through ball. I forgot what the through ball was from. It was also from a defender. You got to find that out for me as well. Went straight over Luke Singh's head, and he was it was a 1-on-1 pretty much with the goalkeeper and the attacker.
Thiago Coimbra.
There you go, Coimbra. He pretty much looked up, seen the goalkeeper coming. It was just an easy finish from him at that point.
And the assist was Kareem Sow.
Yeah. So it was a really good goal as well.
Oh my God. Thiago came on in the 80th minute and scored in the 81st minute.
That was literally it was his first touch.
That's crazy.
first touch of the game scored. Like it was really impressive.
Fair play.
Yeah. Forge beats Pacific 2-0. So that's also a really good
Forge is just good.
Forge is just good. They're the best team in the
good.
league.
They're just
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I think I know the most players on that team. They're just like
They're just
insane.
good.
They're just a good team. You can't really say anything about it.
Honestly, it's the way it is.
Yeah.
League One starts this weekend. League One Cup started the weekend just passed.
Yeah.
But League One actually starts this weekend. I'm gonna go to the second division championship game, Whitby versus the Borough, because it's close to me, and I have a few friends on both teams, so should be a good game to watch. The Borough signed again, like I've said, the Borough signed some crazy players for this level, so it should be.
I seen that
a
too.
good game.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
on Friday. I'm going.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I think League One is something to get into more. I mean,
yeah, it's interesting enough with the promotion relegation now too. Like it makes it like
with promotion, relegation, and League One Cup, it makes it all more interesting.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's like they're doing things properly, actually.
Yeah,
so,
they're doing things how Canadian soccer. They're doing things like Canadian soccer should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. They're just doing what they're supposed to be doing, to be honest. But
yeah,
it's finally nice to see. AFC Toronto also have their first game this weekend.
Yeah,
on Saturday.
I'll be watching that.
I think I will be going. I do have tickets, so I should be going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that, to be honest. Like I've definitely seen a lot more promotion now that like leading up into it. They've like the girls have done like a lot of like those like little TikTok videos and stuff like that. So I'm actually excited to see the game. I'm hoping the quality is pretty good.
I think it is going to be good.
I think it is going to be decent because like they have like national players. Like, we've said this before. Like the quality does seem pretty high. So I'm excited. I hope they do well. And yeah, it should be interesting to see how like just everything about it, like how much people show up.
Yeah,
what the atmosphere is like, stuff like that.
They have players from good backgrounds. They have players who play D1, players who play for a national team for their national teams.
Still do, yeah.
Yeah, they have players who played pro and like I'd say MLS, the States.
Yeah,
not MLS, but what's the
USL?
Not the USL.
It's USL, isn't it?
No, USL is the league under the MLS. That's the men's league. There's a women's league that's
Oh yeah.
It's like the NSL, but it's the women's
league. NSL, yes, you're right. No, we're NSL.
We're NSL. It's I think it's like the UWSL or something like that. I forgot. I don't know what it is.
Yes, no, you're right. You're right.
I'm right. There you go. I'm right. So yeah. So anyways, that's where most and the UWSL is where most of these like American soccer players.
Like that's like a top 5 league for women's football.
Yeah, exactly, right. And
they have the Prem, they have the UWSL, they have the French league, and I think those are like the biggest 3, and the Spanish women's
and
league.
the Spanish league,
those
right?
Are the biggest 4.
Yeah, but then if you're talking about Canadian soccer, like if you like Canadians girls soccer have a really good background.
Yeah, so really I'm actually excited to see it.
Yeah, like we should like
we'll talk about it next episode for sure. Like
we will be bigger.
I'll talk about like atmosphere, like how it was, how much people showed up, the quality of the game, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think like I said, I see a lot of potential in it, and I think I think it should be really good. But yeah, is that all the points, bro? Is that all the points?
Because TFC game was so dog shit.
Yeah, that's why.
Like it was just so boring that wasn't a lot to talk about for the TFC game. But we got a lot in. We got a lot of argument. That's always good.
Yeah, it's always good. You guys, it's entertaining for you guys. So
and we talked about John McGinn's bum. Wow, what a good app. What a good app.
Yeah. Well, I'm not clipping that.
I'm clipping that. Holy, that's 100% getting clipped. Episode 4 done. That means we're a month in now.
Yeah,
it's magic.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
quality's going up, as you can see. I hope you can see.
Yeah. How was I gonna say? We're 4 episodes in, a month in now. So before the end of the video, I just want to say respect to everybody who's watched the pod, subscribed to the pod, reposted the pod. Subscribe, follows our Instagram, follows our TikTok, follows everything. Like
anything. If you do any of those, shout out you, bro.
Shout out you. There's I'm just appreciative. That's literally it.
We got 100 views on our first vid.
Yeah. There you go, man.
Ready grind, bro.
Ready grind. And I was also gonna bring up something too as well. Not this episode. I know the episode's coming next, but the episode is coming out after that one. We're gonna have a special guest on it. Someone me and Dawson know. So we're excited for that. Stay tuned. We'll be like probably posting some teasers towards that.
100%.
Yeah. And then that's about it. Thank you everybody for staying tuned and watching this episode of 5ifty. I am Nigel. My co-host Dawson.
And that's it.
And that's it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.